Well, she loves you.
When John Lennon claimed the Beatles were more popular than Jesus, he was only slightly exaggerating. Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr were more than just rock musicians. They were mythical demigods who sent millions of girls into fits of ecstasy all around the world.
40 young ladies fainted, but authorities feel that some were playing possum, so that they might be lifted over the fence and thus be nearer their idol.
Those adoring masses indulged in fantasies about their working-class heroes. But what about the 8 women who actually shared the private lives of the Beatles?
The Beatle wives did keep in the background, and they had to.
In the next 2 hours, we will reveal why, for the Beatle wives, love wasn't all they needed. We will show how Beatlemania drove a wedge into the first Beatle marriage between John and Cynthia Lennon.
Everybody wanted a piece of them. And that was, I suppose, the beginning of the end of all our certain relationships.
We will see how jealous fans reviled Ringo's first wife, Liverpool hairdresser Maureen Cox.
The fans used to come and sort of bully and intimidate Maureen, looking ready to beat her up.
We will meet the actress who captured Paul's heart long before Linda Eastman came along.
He was really madly in love with Jane Asher for all those years. However, being madly in love with Jane Asher did not mean that Paul stopped screwing around on her.
We will find out how George's wife, model Patty Boyd, came between her husband and his best friend, Eric Clapton.
All the time, the two of them were together. Eric was falling in love with Patty.
We will show how artist Yoko Ono lured John away from his first wife.
They even made love creatively. Paul and I heard this outer space duet upstairs, right above us. And you could hear John humana, humana, humana.
And then we will see how Yoko pushed John into the arms of another, younger woman.
She said, well, I know that John likes you, so I think you should go out with him. And I said, but I don't want to go out with your husband. And she says, oh, but you will.
We'll see how Ringo Starr and his second wife, actress Barbara Bach, struggled to get sober after years of violent alcoholism.
I trashed Barbara so bad, thought she was dead. I just found her covered in blood, and I'd beaten her up and had no idea.
And we will follow Linda McCartney's surprising 180-degree transformation. Linda began as a despised pop star wife.
The real trouble she got from everyone, not just the press, the fans and everyone, was in the very early days, like the first couple of years of our marriage.
She was actually literally scared because Paul was the last Beatle to tie the knot. He was the last one to get married, and she had stolen, as far as fans was concerned, Linda had stolen their Paul.
She ended up as an admired role model, passionate animal rights activist, and brave warrior in the battle against breast cancer.
She took off her bandana and she said, I beat the chemo to it. I shaved my head.
For years, the Beatle wives have been hidden in the shadows cast by their famous mates. In the next 2 hours, these fascinating women will emerge through rare photographs and amazing footage.
John Lennon and friend Yoko Ono managed to restrain their enthusiasm.
Their stories will also unfold through dramatic reenactments and through interviews with friends and family members, such as Paul's stepsister, Ruth McCartney.
The Beatles' wives weren't on the same magical mystery tour that the Beatles were on. They were on a different bus.
4 men, 8 women, an unforgettable era.